Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today on our webinar, Unlocking Parking Management Insights, Experience Isarsoft Perception in Action. We have the 26th of October and my name is Oscar Haller. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Isarsoft. In the next 30 minutes, I'll be sharing how video analytics and in particular Isarsoft Perception can help you unlock insights in the domain of parking management. What is video analytics? If you're not familiar with the term, basically it's analysis of videos, in our case security videos from security cameras, where we or our software processes those videos to obtain information what is going on. That could be, for example, people flow, counting, or as we are discussing it today, insights in the domain of parking lots. What is Isarsoft Perception? Isarsoft Perception is our AI video analytics software. It impresses with reliability, ease of use, and a wide range of integrations. And in the next 30 minutes, I'll be showing you what you can do in the domain of parking lots. In general, which kind of applications do we see for video analytics? Typically, we see three kind of domains. It's on the one side, the planning aspect, where video analytics can help to gather data that then can be used to make forecasts about the future. The second aspect is operations. So operational efficiency is often something why people would get a video analytics software system to improve the efficiency of existing processes, to get more out of the infrastructure that is already there. And then last but not least, security alerts, where video analytics can help to identify critical situations, alert the operators in real time to then take actions and mitigate the problem. Today, we want to focus on parking insights. Where video analytics is used in the case of parking lots and parking lot management. You can see here the traffic module of Isarsoft Perception. You can see that the software is able to detect cars and other traffic participants in different kind of settings from security camera footage. And we'll go into more detail of the capabilities of this software module. What are the three video analytics functions that we think are relevant for parking lots? First of all, it's measuring the in and out flow, in and out of parking lots. Then we are able to count the number of cars in the area of the parking lot. And then last but not least, we can detect the license plates when the cars are moving in and out of the parking lot. And that allows us to build further functions. So with these three ground modules, what can we do? How can we really give value to the parking lot operators? We've collected a variety of applications where parking lot operators can get value from. So today we collected 4, maybe in your particular case, there might be even more. But these are the ones that we see often in our daily work. So first of all, starting off with parking guidance systems. Through video analytics, parking lot operators can know, okay, which parking spaces are currently occupied. And then with the help of digital displays, the people searching for a parking lot can be guided towards the free space, and that way use the space more efficiently, get to the parking lot more efficiently, and or faster, and improving the overall user experience. Then the second use case we see is parking enforcement. So may it be that a car is parked in a, for example, supermarket parking lot, and parks there for way longer than the typical shopping time. May it be a car in a city where there's areas where no cars are allowed to park, and that way the operators can automatically create a ticket or detect that there's some violation. So these kind of parking enforcements are possible with video analytics. Then I've mentioned it in the beginning. Oftentimes, it's relevant for the parking lot operators to know, okay, how is our capacity? And with video analytics, even in unrestricted parking areas, parking operators can get insights about how the parking lots are currently being occupied, and with that information and the historic information, plans can be made about capacity and capacity management. And then last but not least, there's of course the access topic. So with the license plate recognition, with the automatic license plate recognition, the access can be eased dramatically. Parking lots can be booked in advance, and then the barrier can be opened automatically, or maybe there doesn't even need to be a barrier. So there's a lot of potential savings on the infrastructure, and also as time saving for the user of the parking lot. With these high-level use cases, we want to give you a demo of the software. So this is the dashboard of Isarsoft Perception. You can currently see here 5 applications being configured from different cameras. How you can create a camera, we have explained in other webinars, so we won't go into detail here today, but we will have a look on what you can do with the software, and that's really where it gets interesting. So we stay here in the applications overview. You can see here, we're here on the left. And now let's dive in right away with this first parking lot. That is a supermarket parking lot. And let's see how we can provide value for this supermarket. So to start with the configuration of the application, we go here to edit the settings, and you see as of now there's nothing configured. We don't have any objectives down here. So we first go ahead and create a zone. Let's call this parking area. We edit, it gets created, and then we can adjust the zone as we wish. You can add points by right-clicking. I'll quickly go ahead and add a couple of points here to match the outline of the parking lot. And then I draw these existing points down here. Maybe I need to add another one over here, and one over here, and that should be it. And now we have our first area. If we click update, we can see that now it gets created right away. And when we click on car, we can see, okay, we directly get the count of the cars that are currently in this parking lot. So as of now, it's 10 cars, and we can see there's another car coming in. So now it's 11. That's a way we can do this overall parking count. What we can do as well, and I want to show you that, is we can evaluate single parking lots. For that, we create another zone, and then maybe let's call this restricted parking. So here, not everyone is allowed to park. So we might want to monitor this parking lot separately to see, okay, how often is that parking lot occupied. So if now a car would drive onto that parking lot, we would directly know about it. All right. Here we can see that this car is actually being counted for this parking lot. We have to slightly modify the zone here, but that's not a problem. So in this case, we have to adjust that to the left. And if we now click on it, we can see it's 0 as it should be. All right. So far, so good. So this is the area counting for parking lots. Let's have a look over here. This is a city scenario, and you can already see down here we have created georeferencing that is also explained in other videos in more detail. You can see here these are the 3 cars that are parking over here. There's a bunch of cars parking over there. Here's the yellow van. So again, we can do area counting, add a zone. Let's call this maybe P1 for parking zone 1 over there. And another zone P2 over here. And we could also, for example, say we create a zone where it's illegal to park. That is all the area right here, where we don't want anyone to park their cars. And if we click update, those areas are created. So again, I have to select car over here. I can see there's currently 3 cars parked. Then if I select van, we can see there's 1 van parking in the illegal zone. And then there's 1 car over there that is parking in the illegal zone. And then there's 3 cars over here that are being in the illegal zone. Just for completeness, we could also add a line right here to measure how many cars flow through this section. Unfortunately, the car that just moved through here is now gone, but in here we would see cars being counted. Actually, there was 1 person going into the other direction that was just counted now, and there's another car coming, or 2 cars. Let's see. So that should increase our in count, and yeah, it gets counted. All right. So we can have another look. In this kind of scenario, we are in a more closer to the scene. Again, also here, we could do something like illegal parking. For example, it's not allowed to park here in front of the crossroad. So we create a zone, and then we would see, okay, there's currently one car parked over here, and we also see that it's standing there for quite a long time, so we can measure the time that this car parks here, and that way we could send quickly a parking enforcement officer to create a ticket. Now, as we are approaching winter season, we have a skiing parking lot over here, and as you can see, one of the powerful features of the software is that it detects the cars even though there are no signs for the parking lot. So we could, for example, here just create a large zone for this entire parking lot, maybe something like that. To measure the total number of cars, and then we could compare that number with the capacity of the parking lot and get some estimate of how full it currently is. So if you're already working together with ski resorts, that might be a application that is relevant for your customers. Again, also here, we could also measure the in and out flow. Let's call this line exit over here to measure the cars exiting the parking lot, and then we could create the sum of all the total cars that have entered the parking lot over the course of the day and all the number of cars that have left the parking lot over the course of the day. So you can either do area counting or you can do line counting. Both things work to give you accurate numbers. Last but not least, what I want to show you is a new functionality that we have added to the software that is available for beta customers. It's license plate recognition. You can see this car coming over and over here. So with this feature, we are also able to read the license plate from the car and count it, of course, while it's accessing the car park, and that way give even more information to the operators. So that is it for the demo. How can you get started with Isarsoft Perception? There's 3 different ways to deploy our software. So first of all, on a tiny edge node, typically near to where the cameras are. So if you're in a remote place, if you have just a handful of cameras, you can get a palm-sized box PC and install our software on it. And then that device could send the data, for example, to the cloud, to a central cloud backend where all the analytics metadata is being stored and processed and maybe summarized in a central dashboard. Then we have our server deployments for larger deployments, typically starting off with over 10 cameras. It makes sense to go with a server. Then you can scale the system up more easily and connect even up to 100 cameras to a single server. Last but not least, it's possible to integrate Isarsoft Perception with a video management system. So that way the software receives the video feeds from the video management system, and alarms and notifications can be sent back to the video management system. And for example, then the operator in front of the video management system can take action, such as making an announcement or sending an enforcement officer. Something that we get frequently asked by customers is how easy is it to use the software in terms of data privacy. As we work with cameras, we can ensure our customers that the software is made in Germany, it's trusted by large corporations, it's bulletproof tested in terms of data security. So we run through regular internal and external audits, and that way we can ensure that your data is being safe when used with Isarsoft Perception. We have a privacy by design approach, so all the data or all the video footage that we process is being processed live. There's no video data permanently stored on a disk, but it's just live and processed, and afterwards the video footage is gone, but just the metadata that is interesting and that provides value to the operators is being stored permanently. One of the references that we can talk about, of course we have more of them, but one that is quite interesting is city of Münster, which is a city in Germany that has used our software to measure parking lot occupancy. They have deployed Isarsoft Perception on a small box PC in an electronic cabinet outdoor in next to their parking lot, and could use the cameras that they already had inside light poles to measure the occupancy of the Nieberding parking lot, and at the same time also measure the in and outflow to the parking lot and measure the traffic flow at an intersection. So that information was produced by our software, was then integrated into their city database, and they could indicate to passing by cars if there were still free parking lots, or if the parking lot that is a parking right parking lot was fully occupied. If you have any questions or want to learn more, you can contact us here. Also, I am available for questions now. You can use the chat at the bottom right to send some messages, and I will then answer them. Oh. All right, then we'll end it here. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Have a great day, and I hope you also join us for our next webinar that is in 1 month. And until then, yeah, have a great day. Bye.